Back in the reaction, Breaking World War Hulk film confirmed new details. Take a look, see what this is all about. Check this out.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, this year, maybe more so than the last two, we've talked about a ton of rumored projects that have yet to be confirmed by Marvel. A great example of this, the Silver Surfer project, which we just covered earlier this week, that looks like it's being eyed as a special presentation. But there is one title going back a couple of years that showed up again this year in full force, pun totally intended, when in the weeks of July leading up to the San Diego Comic-Con Marvel presentation, we started getting anonymous reports about a World War Hulk project in development at Marvel Studios. And while several details have emerged about that project, both presentations, D23 and San Diego Comic-Con, came and went, no word about World War Hulk. But then on October 13th, She-Hulk dropped their finale and showed that Hulk had not only returned from Sakaar, but returned with his son Scar, seemingly confirming all these reports. And that's where we find our latest industry insider update today, with even more evidence that this project is in development. We're going to talk about this latest update and the details about the project that we already know from the rumors earlier this year. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider scoop like we're covering today, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, which we are about 3 or 4 days away from, depending on how fast we get there. So if you want to be entered to win, again, all you got to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you for our daily comic book giveaway as well. So stick around to the end of the video. We'll announce a brand new winner, get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this latest update comes to us via the Cosmic Circus, which new onto the scene this year have become an excellent source of Marvel news. Under the headline they broke yesterday, first report, Shadowstone Productions LLC confirmed as Marvel, where they go on to write, quote, "The Cosmic Circus can report that Shadowstone Productions LLC is a Marvel Studios production. Additionally, per our sources, we can confirm that this production will be a theatrically released film instead of a Disney Plus project or special presentation." They go on to say that, quote, "The name Shadowstone is a mineral that exists in Marvel Comics lore, and as some of their own Discord members deduced a while back, Shadowstone was the material used in the ship to bring the group known as the Warbound to Earth, and in Marvel Comics, the Warbound were a group of refugees from the planet Sakaar, led by Hulk during the events of World War Hulk, in an attempt to take revenge against the Illuminati for expelling him to space in the first place." But we've talked about that at the channel. While most of the pieces they would need for this storyline are in place in the MCU, they even introduced the Illuminati during Multiverse of Madness. Because of how things have played out in the MCU timeline, they're going to have to adapt the story somewhat. The pieces are there, but how they all unfold will change. Ultimately, it will see Hulk in one of his craziest power levels ever, World's Breaker Hulk, facing off against our superheroes. And if they intend on doing this story any justice at all, superheroes that so rarely die in the MCU are going to die, and at Hulk's hands. That's why we have to talk about the one other huge detail involved with this story, something we covered within the last month here at the channel in a video I'll make sure to link at the end of this. It broke from the wrap, as re-reported by The Direct and multiple other outlets, that Nate Moore, when speaking about the character of Namor in Wakanda Forever, mentioned that the character had to be borrowed, much like the character the Hulk was, both from Universal, implying Marvel Studios had not yet gotten back the rights for either of these characters, making it impossible for them to do a solo Hulk film, as in World War Hulk, or a solo Namor film in the follow-up for Wakanda Forever. But one of the industry insiders in My Time to Shine Hello was very quick to repost that and say yes, but only for the next couple of years, implying by about 2025 or 2026, they would have the rights back. And it has been very clearly stated for most of the rights that were sold off by Marvel, if you don't keep making films with those characters, eventually the rights reverse. Now, ultimately, as the Cosmic Circus goes on to point out, it could also be the case that using what happened between Sony and Marvel as a blueprint for Spider-Man, they could be behind the scenes working with Universal to go ahead and make this World War Hulk film. And you have to think, they're already using the character, they already know how to do a co-production with a studio, and if you're Universal, there's literally no downside to this. This is a free ride in the MCU, send a huge check to 123 Universal Street, it's super easy. You also can't imagine imagine Universal Studios attempting to make a Namor or Hulk project not set in the MCU with their own reboot and that having any success at all, meaning there's really no way they're going to monetize these properties otherwise. One other thing I will mention as it pertains to exactly this point, though, is that if it is a couple of years before they get the rights back, technically they wouldn't be able to start working on that project in any meaningful way. That's why the wheels may have turned super slowly over the last 2 or 3 years while we've been hearing about this project. It could also be the case that this is intended for beyond Secret Wars. So while rumors have said it'll be a major Avenger crossover event leading up to Secret Wars, you could see them maintaining Hulk in his current state or a savage form to fight ultimately against Kang, against Doctor Doom, and then pulling a World War Hulk, becoming the villain as they move into Phase 7. And I'm certainly okay with that, only because if they are going to fight against World War Hulk and eventually defeat him leading into Secret Wars, then we wouldn't have Hulk as part of that storyline. And quite honestly, I want to see a raging savage Hulk as much as I can in the MCU. Which will bring me to my final thought in this video. If you're still one of the holdouts who think that they did Hulk super dirty during the Infinity Saga, and instead of giving us the rematch we wanted with Thanos and letting him defeat him with power, they turned him into Professor Hulk and gave us the storyline they did. Keep in mind that he was supposed to turn into Smart Hulk during Infinity War. In a deleted scene they included in the box set, when Black Widow goes to look for him, she finds a Hulk emerging from the woods that can speak to her. It was always the plan to have him do this. This wasn't just a split-second decision they changed for the last film. And in the context of Infinity War, looking back, they always would have had to deal with Hulk, Bruce Banner's form as the Hulk, as a liability. And yes, maybe he could have gotten a rematch with Thanos, but they wanted to focus on the big three. And during that scene in the third act, and because he's been Smart Hulk, he's actually got to serve a ton of roles, not only giving the Infinity Gauntlet to him during the second act, but also doing what he did during the She-Hulk episode, and the way they've used him in Phase 4. So yes, Professor Hulk, maybe not anybody's favorite, but if they make good on it now by doing a World War Hulk or a World Breaker Hulk film, I think ultimately Smart Hulk's inclusion in the MCU will have been a good thing. But you guys let me know your thoughts down below. As always, quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff and announce a new winner for the comic giveaway. Okay, we are still giving away a PlayStation 5 at 1 million subscribers, which at our current pace should get us there by the end of the year, maybe the middle of next week. We're so close to 1 million. I'm trying not to get excited, but it's almost impossible. So if you want to be entered to win that PlayStation or our daily comic book giveaway that we're still doing through the end of the month, it's super simple. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. The brand new winner for our daily comic book giveaway is Joe Navarra. Congratulations. Thanks for your support here at the channel. All you got to do, DM me at IamFires on Instagram, or email me on my business email. It's under the About section on my channel. I'll go ahead and verify your account and get it right out to you guys. And it's that simple. All you got to do, again, be a subscriber, leave a comment on the video, because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced at the end of videos, the way we're doing here, never in the comments. So please, guys, my channel, other channels, if you see spammers attempting to tell you you want something and then they want to ask you for shipping, keep in mind, no YouTuber will ever ask you to contact them on a third-party app like Telegram or WhatsApp. No YouTuber will ever charge you for shipping. I only ask you through my business email or through my verified YouTube or Instagram account is where I communicate with you guys, where there are check marks and you can see that it's everything always. Please be vigilant. Please be safe. On another note, happy holidays. If you guys are traveling, which I know may be impossible for a lot of you over the next couple of days, if you're with family, if you're in the middle of the country and underneath this cyclone right now, guys, please be safe. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. If I don't see you at the channel between now and then, I appreciate each and every one of you more than you know, and cannot thank you for the community that we've built here enough. I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Merry Christmas. Peace.
Yeah, please subscribe, like this video, and see you guys. Bye.